And Public Affairs Analyst Dr. Jide Johnson joins us via Skype for discussion on the Senate's rejection of Lauretta Onochie's nomination as an INEC National Commissioner. Good to have you join us, Dr. Johnson.
It's a pleasure to be with you, and good afternoon to our viewers all over the world.
Now, so many people have thought that, if a nomination was going to be rejected, it will be on the ground of partisanship and not necessarily federal character. But no one even envisioned federal character was going to come into the picture. So how do you read this?
Well, whatever reasons that have been adjudged by the Senate, the most important thing is that a nomination which has been a controversial one has been rejected by the Senate, because the Constitution empowers the Senate to either ratify the nomination or reject that nomination. By Section 154 of 1999 Constitution as amended gives the Senate the power for confirmation or rejection of a nomination. So whichever grounds the Senate used to nullify a nomination, I think it's acceptable, because our nomination itself is a controversial one, and we should even look beyond a non-confirmation by the Senate. We should look at the nomination of her in the first instance, and I think that the minders of the president and people in the presidency are not helping this nation, because the Constitution made an exclusive provision in the third schedule of the Constitution, the F section, that anybody that will be nominated as the chief electoral officer, which happens to be the chairman, or the national electoral officer, who are 12 in number, or the resident electoral commissioners, who are 36 plus Abuja 37 in number, must be someone of unquestionable integrity. Must be someone of unquestionable integrity. Here we have a nomination by the presidency, someone that has a questionable integrity. Now, the nation has been put a lot of as a result of the nomination of this particular character that has demonstrated participation over time. And also, there's also a constitutional provision in Section 154 that said any that will be nominated into INEC must be done by the president in consultation with the Council of State.
Let me come in here. Just allow me to come in here, because I don't know if our integrity was one of the reasons people were objecting to her nomination. It was majorly about partisanship. But I also want to ask you this, because now that you have mentioned the Constitution, just allow me to finish the question, please. Now that you have mentioned the Constitution, now that we're considering electoral reforms, how should this play in terms of what should be the standard criteria for nominating INEC National Commissioners going forward?
Now, the third schedule in the Constitution, 14.1 says the chairman and 12 national electoral commissioners shall be persons of unquestionable integrity. Integrity talks about being fair. Integrity talks about not being partisan. Integrity talks about independence. When the question you ask is, there is a need for us to take INEC as a body away from the executive and put it under the judiciary. If you look at the Constitution, because I don't see how a body will be independent and that body is part of the executive. If you check the Constitution, Chapter 6 of the Constitution of 1999 is where you have the executive, and is here you have Part B, talks about establishment of certain federal executive body. So the INEC is a certain federal executive body. So we should take INEC away from the executive and put INEC under the judiciary, so that the judiciary should be responsible for the appointment and nominations of people that will go into to become chairman of INEC, to become resident electoral commissioner, to become national electoral commissioner. It's important if we really want to have an independent body, and talking about the electoral reforms which you are talking, because you cannot have an independent body whereby the president appoints the INEC chairman, and the INEC chairman and INEC on its own is part and parcel of the executive.
Dr. Johnson,
I don't know where they get their independence from.
Dr. Johnson, let me get your thought on this ongoing debate about nominations as well. Some people say, look, INEC National Commissioners should be people who have never been involved in politics. There should be non-partisan. Some say that even if you, because Lauretta Onochie did say that, she has not been a member of the APC since 2019. Some people say even if you have been partisan, but you should have left the party or left politics for a number of years before you can be considered to be INEC National Commissioner. I just want to get your thought on that.
Well, it is clear. There's no way that you not demonstrate some level of bias if you have been part and parcel of a political party, whether in the past or in the present. Self-denial, open denial does not solve that problem. When you say you are having a judge must be seen to be impartial. And then when it comes to the electoral process, INEC is the judge, is the arbiter of the process. So the custodian of the mandate of the people should be seen to be independent. Not only to be seen, must also be independent. So appointing people, I saw one of the senators saying that, oh, in the past PDP used to appoint members of their party to be in INEC, but APC ran on the principle and on the template of change. Are we going to the past? The reason why people voted for APC in 2015 and 2019, because APC said it will not be business as usual. It will be something different. They will run on integrity. They will run on principles of fairness and equity. And that itself should form the basis of how we appoint or nominate people into INEC. Are there no retired judges? Are there no retired civil servants that can be nominated to be National Electoral Commissioner? There are 12. That means 2 from each of the 6 geopolitical zones, even though the 1999 Constitution does not make provision for the 6 geopolitical zone. However, operationally, we use that geopolitical zone for sharing of offices at the national level. So that means 2 from the southwest, 2 from the southeast, 2 from the northeast. So if we have that, are there no people other than people that have demonstrated open partisanship? The records are in the public domain of the partisanship that some of the characters you have nominated are in. And that's why I said the blame shouldn't even be. It should be from those that nominated her in the first instance.
All right,
Why should you nominate somebody that has a questionable integrity?
All right, I'm afraid we do have to leave it there. Many people are saying that if the president has the powers to renominate her, but let's see how that goes in the coming days.
Subject to the advice of the National Council of State.
All right,
subject
Dr. Johnson.
Subject. That's the constitutional provision, and we shouldn't take light to that. Subject. I'm not sure if they are taking
I'm
a
afraid
nomination
I have
to the
to leave
Council
it there. I'm being told my time is up. Public Affairs Analyst Dr. Jide Johnson, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on this matter.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.